How is it in the year 2025 that we don't have universal health care? How the hell is it that we're not taking care of our people? We are the richest country in the world, but we don't take care of our fucking people. We've got pharmaceutical companies giving them medicine to keep them alive, but we've got nobody working on any cures for anything because it's not in anybody's interest to do that. The people that have money, people that have power, they don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit about you. So we end up spending a ton of money, a ton of time caring for our loved ones. I'm a full-time caregiver, have been for many, many years. And I've seen this. And they keep giving my mother medicine after medicine after medicine. It's not solving the problem. They could solve it if they cared. They don't care. They don't want to put the time and the research into it. They just don't give a shit. So you're spending exorbitant amounts of money to try to take care of your loved ones in the richest country in the world, which makes no fucking sense. We should have at least mandatory health care if somebody is sick. We don't have to worry about how expensive it's going to be, how expensive this surgery is going to be, and whatever. We shouldn't have to fucking worry about that in this country. A caregiver. I'm trying to find caregivers for my mother. I can't find a caregiver. They're just few and far between. I've got like one or two that I finally settled on that are decent, but you have to pay them out of pocket. The programs that provide them aren't reliable. You get what you get, and a lot of times you get questionable people, undependable, unreliable, untrained people. If you want decent health care, decent caregiving, you got to pay for it out of pocket, which shouldn't be the case. I mean, if you really want somebody to watch your loved one, in my case, I'd need them 24 hours a day, full time. Talking thousands of dollars a month. Who has thousands of dollars a month? Very few of us to spend on that so we can have our own lives. I mean, some of us are struggling to even find work, and we have to pay for that on top of it. Get the fuck out of here. And we have people doing things, but they're not doing any good. You're lobbying, you're voting for certain politicians, you're getting out there and peacefully protesting. None of this is working. Okay, when you get to a point where something isn't working, then it's time to escalate. You have to escalate. You have to become more forceful, more demanding. It might come into full-blown... I mean, I don't understand how we're not in full-blown revolution just over healthcare in this country. I don't understand how that's the case. I mean, you had people in the past that were doing it for food, were doing it for survival, against oppression, whatever, political oppression. But, I mean, we don't even have a country that takes care of us. How are we not in full-blown revolution over that? And one final note on this. I know that there's a certain amount of responsibility of the people to take care of themselves. But there are people that are taking care of themselves, that eat right, that work out, that proactively take care of themselves, that maybe even do some cutting-edge stuff like stem cells and sonotherapy and cryotherapy and whatever else. Everything they possibly can to do to be as healthy as they possibly can. And they're struggling, especially when they get older. And you're not going to help them either. If you require a certain amount of effort and concern from the American people, I'm with you on that. To the best of their ability, they're doing everything they can to stay healthy. I get you on that. But we're in a situation where there's a lot of people like that. And we're not helping them either. We're not helping anybody. Or we're making it super expensive for them to get the care that they need, so much so that they can't afford it. That's just not acceptable.